Hey, what's up guys? So I'm the guy from China. Actually I'm Swiss, but still a guy. Anyway, I want to show you a few very tasty Chinese dishes because I've never tried them anywhere else. I learned them thanks to my girlfriend. So I get you through step by step and let's hope we're gonna get something nice out of it. First of all, I need some potato because the next dish we're gonna make needs potato and I don't have it home. So, see you in a bit. Well, gladly, the supermarket is only 21 floors away, so I can just take the lift, then go around the building, not too far away, and get to the supermarket where they have almost everything I need for the Chinese kitchen. Oh, here we are. So, for the Suan La TuDou Si, if you are just like two people, like two knuckle-sized potatoes will be already enough. I buy a little bit more, so we have enough for next time. Alright, so actually I had to get back because I forgot that here in China you need to go with your vegetables to a special counter, and there they check the weight and then give you a price for that. So yeah, so I had to get back, but now it's done, getting to buy it and then we go cook. Yeah. Alright, so we now got the tudou, Chinese for potato. Now let's start. So for the preparation, we need all the vegetables that we have to cut. So we start up with the potatoes. Now we need cong, Chinese for green onion, ginger, and also la jiao, that's Chinese for like dry jelly. It looks like this. Alright, so let's start. First of all, clean the potato and then cut them. Alright, finished. Alright, so the next step what you're going to do is we cut them in pieces. You can either use some kind of machine to slice them very thin. I do it normally just with the knife. So check it out how I do it. So the easiest way to do it is sideways, so you only have to cut this size. Otherwise, when you do it like this, then you have to do it the entire length. But it's up to you again. The size is also not that important. I try to call it as thin as possible. After that, you take a bunch, can be less, take it sideways again, and you make the same again. It's just like you're gonna do fries, just very thin fries. This is what you get. Now put the fries that you already cut and put them in a bowl of water. Just leave them be up to the end. Alright, so we have now cut all the potato and it's now fully covered in the water. Later on we still have to treat it to get the starch out. What we are going to do next is we're going to take the ginger and also the green onion, cut it into pieces. Now for the ginger, it's up to you how you want to handle it. You can either cut it in larger pieces, so then later on after cooking it's easier for you to take them out again. Or what you can also do, what I prefer to do, is you do exactly the same like with the potato. You cut it first in slices and then cut the slices again in small pieces. I think you get a very good taste out of it, and also when you eat the Suan La TuDou Si later, be it with rice or the chen bing, then you won't really feel it when you eat the ginger directly. Alright, so I've already cut it, the ginger. You only need about 4 slices. Well, 3 2/2 if you can't cut straight like me, and also 1 piece of green onion. Now, as I said earlier, in my opinion, I prefer to cut it in very thin pieces, so that later when you eat it, you won't notice this as much as you would notice this thing in your mouth. Alright, next on to the green onion. Now here the same, you can just cut it and then in small pieces, just like this. Alright, last but not least, we have these here. If you like spicy, you can also eat the real chili. If you don't really like to eat spicy, then you can also take these. They're more just for the color instead of the taste. So we now cut it everything, and the next step we're going to do is we need to get the starch out of the potato. So once it is in the water, we can just press it, move it, so you see then the color of the water is changing. So we have to do that, like clean it 3 times, and then they're actually good to be fired together with all the other things. So we've done the cutting, we've done the cleaning, now we're going to the cooking. For the cooking, you need a few more things. So first of all, salt. Spice is called shisantian. It's a mixed powder with 13 different flavors. If your local store doesn't have it, then I think no one will die from not adding it to the dish. Next thing on the list is oil, soya, dark soy, and Chinese vinegar. Now, for the vinegar, be careful, because in Western countries, I mean, I'm from Switzerland, so I've tried vinegar from Switzerland, and it's absolutely different. So make sure that when you use vinegar, use the one from a Chinese store, because that one tastes different. And if you're not sure if you're using the right vinegar, smell it. You will notice that it will smell really different. Alright, so let's go ahead and fire them up. You might notice I look a little bit different than just before, because it's a few days later. Yes, I've done the Suan La TuDou Si, everything was fine, and now we're going to do it again. The problem was just everything from the moment I did the actual cooking. We had technical issues, so we could not use the footage. So I've done it again, already prepared the cutting again. Now let's get into the cooking. After we've now heated up the oil, we're now starting with these dried chili and also with the ginger. Let it cook a bit. And once the oil is hot, you lower the temperature to the bottom so that the ginger and everything does not get black. Next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna do about a spoonful. I'm using this one here. You're gonna add 1 spoon of vinegar. Mix it up a bit. Next thing on, you wanna add smooth olive. Now for the vinegar, that's it. You don't need to add more. Later on, I would like to add some more. I think it has a pretty good taste additional to the rest in the Suan La TuDou Si, but that is totally up to you. After the potato is back in, you can raise the temperature again to the maximum and let it fry. Now after about 3 minutes of letting it cook, you can add 2 of these spoons of soya. Mix it up. with that, add a small spoon of salt. And a small spoon of that Suan, those 13 flavors. And mix them again. Now it's time to add these. So as I mentioned before, you can also add dark soy. It's pretty thick, so you don't need too much. It's to give it a little bit extra taste, but also color. Not too much, as even this is already enough. If you don't have it, it's okay. It's not necessary to have it inside. Now we're done. Now you can serve it, and as I said before, you can eat it together with either rice, which we are already cooking right now, which takes about 1 hour or 30 minutes if you do it a quick way. You can also add meat. You can add, you can do it with jianbing. It's some kind of omelette. You can just wrap it, make yourself a Suan La TuDou Si wrap. It's also pretty tasty. This is how it looks. It smells awesome. So try it out, have a look. Again, you can eat it with other things. You can even fire meat before that, mix it up, and then with the rice, mix it up all together. It's tasty. It takes a bit of time, especially the cutting in the beginning, the preparation phase. But once you're done with that, just put it all together. You can even experiment a bit yourself. See what you like, what you don't like. Also with the ginger, if you want big pieces or small pieces like me, have a look. So now have fun. I'm going to eat dinner, and I'll see you next time.